so far?
Yes.
What are your thoughts so far?
It's just about commitment. It's just about sticking with it.
What else?
Can I even think of 80 people?
But you're not supposed to think about 80 people. You're supposed to
Can
think
I
about
comment on that?
Yes.
That was a great
Repeat the
question. The question is, do I even know 80 people to share the business with? No. All you need to know are the people that are going to start probably your first 5 parties. Your first 5 parties, get a power start going, get 8 parties on your books, get 10 parties on your books, start where you are. Get 3, then get 5, then get 8, then get 10. Those 80 are going to come from the parties.
That's the 80 is the result.
Yes.
It's
The
just
80
doing
is
the
the
work
result.
to get to the result.
Yeah. You had a question back here.
Oh, I was just gonna say this really works for me because it focuses me on the number, on just making the calls for 2.
Yes. So
And
here's what I want you to do on each of these
Versus-
blocks, and we're going to go through them real quick. You are tonight or after today, you're gonna pick the one that works for you in each category and make sure they're all match. You're gonna highlight that line. Because it doesn't matter if you've decided that you're going to earn a car in 10.7 weeks because you're willing to hold 3 parties a week for the next 10.7 weeks, you're going to highlight that line. And then right below it, if you're willing to hold 3 parties a week, then you're going to highlight that. And honestly, it says you really only need 26.7 parties. So you're going to highlight the lines that matter. Right across from that, it says career path promotions based on parties per week, because I think we ask ourselves, well, what else is going to happen? What else is going to happen? And so if you're holding 3 parties a week, let's follow that line. Okay, and you're sharing the business with 3 people per party. That's 9 people a week you're sharing the business with. You're going to be recruiting 1.8 new team members a week. Some weeks it'll be 1, then it'll be 2, you might get 3. But so that you can expect that. So your mind knows what to do. Down below, okay, we're going to hold an average of 32 parties, 2 parties per team member. If you're holding, and so this shows you the size of the party and the average party sales. So if you typically have 6 people at your party and your average party sales are $70 a face, and of course if yours are higher, write your number in and recalculate that. That's a basic skincare set. That's super easy. But you're going to sell $420 a party on average. Your profit is $210. Times that number of parties, you're going to profit almost $7,000 in the process of earning your car. How quickly do you want to do that? Does that make sense? So you can make sure you understand everything. But you guys, it comes back to this very top box. How many weeks will you be committed to holding how many number of parties? And let me tell you how simple it is. And everybody's life is different. So whatever my life was doesn't matter. Your life is as busy as you choose it to be. We all have exactly the same time, 168 hours in a week. It doesn't matter how many hours you work. It doesn't matter how many kids you have. It doesn't matter how many units you're taking in school. It doesn't matter how many jobs you have. It doesn't matter. It does matter how much TV you watch, but or Netflix or whatever. But we all have the same amount of time, and so you get the choice to say, for this period of time, how important is this to me? Remember, it's just a period of time. After my 30 days, on day 31, I got to go, what do I want to add back? What didn't I miss? As much as I told myself I would miss for so many years. What do I want to add back? So you may have taken some things out of your life or removed some people out of your life or some habits that don't serve you out of your life, like I talked about on the Wisdom Wednesday hotline call. And you might put some back because you're like, oh, finally, I'm so glad I'm in the car, but I need my, whatever. But then you might look at the rest of them and go, you know what? I didn't miss that. I didn't miss her, the person trying to suck you down into her life because she doesn't want to change, but she's been your best friend your whole life. It happens. It happens. But we can only know that when we commit to it. And it really is as simple as a fresh weekly plan sheet. It's your car weekly plan sheet. And it is for this, and I put that on the front of my, on the top of my mirror in lipstick. I can do anything for 30 days. You can put, I can do anything for X amount of weeks, right? Now let's talk about the back side. How many of you are in this business to make money? If you're not, please leave. No, I'm kidding. Totally kidding. Totally kidding. Totally kidding. But for me, money was everything because that was going to buy me the choices. At first, the money paid for a wine club I wanted to join that my husband said no to. It's just not working anymore. Oh, shoot.
There's some internet issues.
Okay.
We're all on the Wi-Fi.
Probably.
Oh, yeah.
Let's all
Y'all
go on the
disconnect.
Wi-Fi.
Tell them, hold on.
Hold on, you guys. We're all disconnected off the Wi-Fi here.
Oh, because we're.
You're all are on it.
We're going to
Yeah.
disconnect off the
It's
Wi-Fi
already
here, so
started
hang on.
now.
We got a bunch of thumbs up. Give us a minute. Okay. Okay.
That was
Good
a great
point.
thought. Whoever
Yeah.
had that
Who
thought.
said that? That was genius.
Yeah.
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 Whoever said it, that was great.
Go,
on this.
Megster.
Good.
Ooh,
Okay.
I keep moving this table. I'm gonna fall
Okay.
forward.
That's okay. Just don't fall backwards. We're good.
I think it's because she's getting texts or calls on your phone.
Well, yeah, your boxer is blowing up.
Is the C7.
Okay, can you put it?
Pictures.
We're putting a message out. Can you tell her?
Okay.
She's done. She just
Okay.
wanted to send the picture.
Okay.
Okay. Should we keep going or?
Yeah.
Should we restart, you think?
We're all off now, right?
Great minds. Still freezing. Okay, give us a second because I think we're all getting off the Wi-Fi. Okay. Should I keep going?
Yes.
Okay. This side of it is probably my favorite because this side of it completely shows you on skincare party profits alone the kind of money that you can make in this business. Because sometimes I think we come in for money and the car kind of sidetracks us, so we don't allow it to happen. But if we can see the kind of money we can make, we can push forward in the car more. Okay, so I just want you to close your eyes for a minute. In your wildest dreams, what kind of income do you need? Not just in Mary Kay, in all of life. Someone said they're retiring. I, in my heart of hearts, wanted to leave Chevron so badly, but I didn't think it was possible to replace that income. If you want to buy a vacation home, if you plan a trip to Europe, if you're going to college, what kind of money do you need? Okay, open your eyes. This side of the page is in 4 quadrants based on your average party sales. So there are quadrants that start at $250 average party sales. Right below it, it's $500, $750, and $1,000 a party. Do you see the breakdown there? So there are 2 to 5 parties. So find your average party sales. If you don't have an average, start at $250. That's a nationwide average. We're just going to use that for an example. So number 1, you need to decide how many parties a week you're willing to hold. So in our example, we went with 3. So we're going to pick 3 parties a week in that top quadrant. We are going to sell $250 a party. That gives us $750 total week. Go all the way over to almost the end where it says 50 weeks yearly profit. If we held 3 parties a week, selling only $250 at a party for an entire year, we would have almost $19,000 profit. That is a guarantee. But see, it gets even better. That's only new party business. That's not reorders. That's not random sales. That is those 3 parties that you committed to, holding them every week to earn your car in 10.7 weeks. And if you keep going, that's almost an extra 20 grand in profits. Double it for your reorder business. It's almost 40 grand. And so something like, so you could look at that and say, okay, Lisa, I do want to hold 3 parties a week. That's a good number for me, but I need to make more than $18,000. Well, then drop down to the next quadrant. What if you learned the skill to have $500 parties. How could you do that? 2 ways you could have bigger parties. Bam, you just doubled your profits. Invite more people and learn to sell roll-a-bags. Learn to sell more skincare sets. Focus on the skincare and invite more people. So it's done. You hold $500 parties now. It's done. So go all the way across that line. That's almost $38,000. Maybe that's not enough. You still want to hold 3 parties a week, but you're going to learn how to hold $750 parties. That's $56,000. $56,000 a year just in profits from skincare parties. What do you think about that?
That's Shazam amazing.
Could anybody have a whole new life?
It's just,
That's
it's a
not
decision.
reorder business.
No.
That's not
That's amazing.
commissions.
Uh-huh.
You guys, you're earning 13% commission checks now after not even 10.7 weeks, probably about 6 weeks from now.
Yeah.
You'd have 13% commissions because your team is building that steadily, 1.8 new team members a week.
Right.
Who is like, wow.
Wow.
Oh, what was
And
that
we know
the
it.
other night? Speechless.
Speechless, hashtag speechless.
Yep.
So, I mean, seriously, you
Uh-huh.
could come into this and say, Lisa, I need to replace a $70,000 income. Then, right here, you're either going to hold 5 parties a week at $500 and bring in $63,000 in retail profits, or you're going to hold 4 parties a week and learn how to have bigger parties. I mean, it's just there. Because skincare isn't going anywhere. But there's one word you have to embrace. Habits. What are your habits? Habits are the things that we repeat without thinking about them. Habits will make or break you. Habits are bigger than you. Habits make you look better. Good habits make you look better than you are. And bad habits or unwise habits make you look much less than you are.
One more time.
Oh gosh, remember we said this last night. Good habits make you look better than you are. Because the habit of holding 3 skincare parties every week is going to make you the most valuable player in all of Mary Kay. Everybody's going to want to know what you're doing, and you're thinking, I don't know,
Already.
just hold the skincare party that I watched Lucia on. And I mean, we don't think anything of it. We're like, I don't know, what am I doing? But it's your habit of blocking out those times, of getting the guest list, of coaching the parties, of pre-profiling, and then, showing up. Not allowing whatever it is in your life to take priority because you're committed. But you also could be the most capable person in your unit. But you have, so bad habits will cause you to look less capable than you are. Because it isn't us, it's the habits. And so when I earned my car, it wasn't Lisa, brand new in Mary Kay, financial analyst at Chevron, who was capable. Well, I was capable. It wasn't that me that started that day that earned the car. It was who I became in the process of habitually holding parties, of duplicating. So habits are very important. Commitment is also very important. It takes time to build something. And that is why when I did the 30 days, I mean, my mind, it was done. I won it before I started it because it was a decision. And I'm an unwavering person that way. When I have made that decision, as long as it lines up. Now, obviously, if God has another plan, he might, and he has in the past, put obstacles in my way. But I think he was totally fine with that one. I don't think there was anything that was going to come up. But it was my decision to just do it. Does that make sense? And so I really want you guys to, I mean, truly, I always say in every one of my trainings, I hope you can't sleep tonight. I really do. I hope your mind is just racing. And I want you to get like, big pieces of paper and put them on your wall. If you don't, I love those big hot pink Post-it notes, those big, huge ones, because they're on my wall in my office in my game room. And I just want you to write out one of them, all the reasons you deserve to earn a car. All the reasons the people in your life deserve you to earn a car, because it's more money for them. It could be more opportunity for them. You could become, I became the person that I was meant to be. I just couldn't get there without taking a challenge like this in Mary Kay. I want you to list out all of the monetary reasons that you just need to do this now. What do you need $10,000 for, $20,000, $30, $40, $50? Because this will allow you to keep creating more money.
We're good.
Okay.
Thank you for checking that.
And then I want you to write out a list of who the people are in your life that could possibly stop, you would allow them to stop you. And you guys, like Rochelle said, we're not picking on my husband. I am very much, though, a recognizer of people who don't think like I think. And that's okay. That's okay. I could have used him as an excuse, but that would have been on me.
Right.
Instead, I just simply didn't discuss it again. I didn't need his permission. I just went and did it. And in the process, he has become a bigger thinker. He has become a person that he couldn't have become without Mary Kay. He didn't know that. None of us knew that. But there might be some people in your life that try to stop you, and you allow them. Identify it now. And what are your personal favorite self-sabotages? If you were going to sabotage yourself, what would you choose? Let's just call it out there. You all know. We know. We know. Is it binge TV or Netflix? Is it there's certain people that you really need to think they think you can do this? Is it you are really great at starting but you quit? Is it you don't think you deserve it? Is it that you probably do have some habits you need to change? You know, what is it? Because everything is, I just think we're a decision and a choice away to just say, you know what, that's not like me. I'm not going to do that for 8 weeks. You know, have fun with it. You bad thing that I shouldn't be doing in my life because I know blah, blah, blah. I'll catch you in 8 weeks. Then I'll see how I like you.
Right.
I mean, truly, if we could get rid of all the TVs in my house, I'd be a happy person. Maybe the Hallmark Channel at Christmas, but you know, that's it. So, okay, so what are your thoughts? None.
Oh, they're up there. They're
What are you
just
excited about? What are you excited about? Who's married? What would your husband say if he saw this money? Anybody?
So what's the problem?
Uh-huh.
What the heck are you doing home?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Seriously.
door you go.
Yeah. Honestly, what would they say? If you think that situation occurs, show them this side. But don't show them the whole thing, because they might say to you, so why can't you hold 5 parties at $1,000 every week? And you're like,
Yeah.
so you highlight the line that you want to follow, right? Yes. What would they be saying? What is on your secret dreams list? Or your whatever dreams list that you just keep putting off because you don't think you can come up with an extra 40 grand or whatever? Whose dreams could you help fund? My daughters are both in college right now, cash. Because I was willing, way before they thought about college, to be committed to a certain period of time. It really is that simple. You guys, wouldn't it be so epic to have like 20 people at a car party, picking up cars, bam, 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 biggest car party? that your dealership in this area has ever had,
Mm-hmm.
I'll come back for it.
We're gonna become the fleet all at once.
Seriously. Think
The
about that.
fleet from fleet.
Think
Yeah.
about that.
Awesome.
Like, why not now? It's the new year. Like, I cannot think of a better time to say, I'm gonna create new habits. Okay, so here's the fun. We've been too serious for too long. Okay, so how many of you like visuals?
Yay.
Okay, so these are your two options. Well, these are two options that are simple. Piece of paper, preferably cardstock, so it doesn't get all tattered. Remember I said it's the 80 that's the hardest part, sharing the business with 80 people? Well, if you book 5 parties, you're gonna meet, you know, if there's 5 people at each party, there's 25 of them. And if those 25 people give you 5 new leads, there's your 80 people. It's no big deal. So you got plenty of people. So this one is just cardstock. It says, I'm earning a cruise. It's got a picture of the car. I've got a whole bunch of them. I hope I have enough. This is your yes team. So here's the 16. This is your yes team. This is your no team. These are your super awesome cheerleaders. They don't want to be on your team, but they want to be, they're willing to help you. So this would be an option that you could create, super simple. This is just taped on here. Go to the dealership, go sit in a white Chevy Cruze, get your picture taken, and then that's an even better picture like these are, and you could put that picture on here. And so you're gonna pass these around at every party, and it's just kind of having fun with it. There are gonna be some women that you can say, I don't know if you're on my yes team or my super awesome cheerleader team, but I really like you. And wouldn't you just love to help me earn a car? Like, when are you available to meet me for coffee? And you literally could book every single person for a career chat because they're going to be on one side. But what you're going to say to them is, doesn't matter what side you're on. I just need to fill this up. And the minute I have filled this up, I earn my car and you're going to be at my car party. And you can even say to Pat, I totally know you're rolling your eyes at me. And I know you're not looking for Mary Kay, but I think you would be such a great talent scout because in my mind, I'm like, Pat has 4 daughters and I got to meet them all, you know, or whatever. And so, Pat, I've already penciled you in on this side. So it's totally not a big deal. You don't have to worry about it. I just need to fill this up. So when would you be available to meet me for coffee? Would you be willing? Because don't you have some people in your life that you know you want to share the business with them, but you're pretty certain they're not interested? Or at least that's the first thing they're going to say. So wouldn't it be so fun to go, don't worry about it. This is the no side. I totally know you're a no. You're my super awesome cheerleader. And I've already put your name on this side. But in order for it to count to earn my car, I just have to go through the appointment and let you ask me some questions. So what's best for you? Lunch or after work? All you have to do is fill it up, right? Okay, so this is one option. The other option would be to list out your 32 parties on this side. So, and I meant to do that. I totally spaced when I was distracted by all the cuteness out there. So the other one would be at your parties to do 32 parties on this side and then the 16 team members on this side. Because you can book at your parties, you can start out your party, your I story is I started Mary Kay 4 months ago, and I started it for just extra cash, but I realized I can earn a car, and so that's my goal in the new year. I'm earning my car in the next 16 weeks, and all I have to do is fill up the rest of these parties. So I'm going to pass this around. If you would be willing to get some fun friends together and help me earn a car, I'm doing double hostess credit right now, and you get 5 extra tickets for my drawing, and then you're just going to pass it around. Guilt, absolutely. Women will help women with the goal. Guilt, absolutely. Women will help women with a goal. Way back to my friend who started Mary Kay, and I didn't go to her parties for a long time, even though clearly it would have benefited me. If she would have said to me, Lisa, just started this business and I know this is probably not your thing, but I really want to furnish our entire beautiful new home, and it doesn't even matter what you buy or your friends buy, but I just need to hold 30 parties. Would you be willing? Oh my gosh, I'd have been, sign me up. Because women will help women. So if that one seems a little too like fun and pushy for you, actually you could do both. One with your 32 parties on the front, 16 team members on the back, because that one you're going to pass around at your parties. But this one, you can specifically do for booking the opportunity chats, because who do you want to call first? All your friends that you know are going to be no's. Get those out of the way and you can go. Joanna, I know you're rolling your eyes at me. It's totally okay. I've already put you on the no side, girl. Don't worry about it. It's okay. But in order for it to count, I have to have the appointment. Like, how fun would that be? Because what do we do when someone says, I already put you on the no side?
You're not going to tell me what to
Well,
do.
how do you know what to know? Don't put me on the no, right?
Yeah.
We don't want to be told what
I don't
to
want to be on the
do.
no-no list.
That's right. Okay, and then for those of you who like to be a little orderly, this is the same thing. It's just in a folder.
That would be Joanna.
So you can,
Joe Mama.
and you probably want a pocket folder. So you can, but you can keep all the surveys in here. You can keep
That
all
would
the
be Joanna.
information. Same thing. But it's a visual. And you can be in everybody's face. You can take it to work. You can take it to church. You're not going to sit in the front row and hand it down the pews, but you know what? There,
Hey.
whatever. Maybe well.
Hey, if we're
But
sitting
you
at
can
number
take
15,
it-
we're making this happen.
Yeah. But you can